Doing this will put you in the friend zone. Hi guys, my name is Christine Loveridge and I am a dating, relationship and personal development coach. So today we're talking about something that will put a girl off you and put you in friendship zone if you do this. Get to know them as a friend first, and although that might seem like the right thing to do, it's not, because you see it a lot in the movies, it's always, this guy or whatever is taking the friendship road to this girl's heart for whatever reason, and that's usually what wins the girl. But in reality, that doesn't win the girl. If you start treating a girl like a friend straight away, they are also going to treat you like a friend. If you are interested in a girl romantically, you need to treat them romantically straight away. And I don't mean like sending them flowers, that kind of romance, but I'm talking about flirting. I'm talking about that, playful, sort of flirtatious way that you do when you're with your girlfriend, or something like that. You need to always treat the women that you like as if they are your lovers, even if they are not your lovers yet. You shouldn't be treating them like a friend or trying to find out about them and be their best buddy and hopefully they will fall in love with you. That's not the right thing to do. You need to always be treating them like they are a potential girlfriend and not your friend. And if you think to yourself, well, shouldn't I get to know them first? Well, not really. I mean, you get to know someone on a date. You don't try and get to know someone who you've just met on Tinder. And what I mean by this is, of course, you want to get to know them, but, you get to know them by going on a date with them and meeting up with them and doing something, romantic together. You don't get to know them as if hopefully you don't get to know them as if you're going to be sending thousands and thousands of messages and being their friend and being their pal and hoping that that's somehow going to get them to fall in love with you, because that doesn't work. When you meet someone on Tinder or any other kind of dating app or dating website, you should be asking to meet up with them. You should obviously be sending a few messages back and forth in order to create rapport and so that you know that each other aren't catfish. So you add each other on your social media profiles like Instagram, Facebook, and they can see that you've got a life and you've got friends, and you can see that they're not a catfish and they've got friends, and it's social proof, shall we say. And then within that time, within those first few hours, you should be arranging to perhaps meet up or at least have a phone call with each other to see if you like each other or something, if you're, let's say, far away from each other. But ultimately, you shouldn't be being pally, being friendly to each other. You should be treating it as if it's, like someone you're supposed to be going to be in a relationship with. And you don't treat people who you want to be in a relationship with like your friend, because if you treat them like a friend, then they will treat you like a friend, and then you'll just be friends. Taking the friendship road to someone's heart will lead you to friend zone, because you're taking the friendship road. You should be taking the romantic road. So let's say you know someone who you really like. So let's say you're at college or university and there's a girl that you really, really like in your class, or someone at work that you really like. And obviously that's a different scenario, because you're not meeting on a dating website. You're meeting, physically every day if you go to school with each other or if you go to work with each other. So what do you do in those circumstances? Well, of course, you probably know them already a little bit if you have the same class together or if you're in the same workforce together. But you need to ask them out. And I know a lot of people don't want to do that because it's just the rejection is too scary. But also, I also get this sense of sometimes when I'm talking to people that they're like, well, I don't want to lose them as a friend. It was like, well, you kind of do want to lose them as a friend. You want to be in a relationship with them. And somehow you've stuck into your head that being a friend with them will be much better than not having them in your life at all. Which is kind of ridiculous, because the only reason that you'll probably have them in your life right now is because you're into them, and that's what your primary focus on, that you're really into them. You want to be in a relationship with them. You want to be dating them. You don't want to be their friend. And I think when people say that, they're actually kidding themselves, because if they got the choice between being their friend and being their romantic partner, they would obviously pick their romantic partner. So you don't want to be a friend. You want to be in bed with them, basically. You want to be having a relationship with them. You don't want to be their friend. And people that kid themselves into thinking, well, I don't want to lose her as a friend. Well, you kind of do, because if you're into them, then you want to be their friend. You don't want to be their friend. You want to be in a relationship with them. The lesson there is, if you treat someone like a friend, they're going to see you as a friend. They're going to think that you only want to be their friend. You know, so you need to be in that space where you are always treating the women that you like lovers, like girlfriends. Being charming with them, flirting with them, not treating them like, hey buddy, what's up, we're best friends, hey. You know, you don't want to do that. Otherwise, they're just going to see you as a friend. So one of the things I also see is that there's these long drawn out friendships where one person is actually into the other person, and it gets drawn out for so long because the person that is into them never makes a move. It just gets so drawn out because you are just so into them, but you never make a move, and your feelings keep on growing for them. It then becomes harder to ask them out because you get more afraid. But if you just do this straight away, like if you're into someone, find out if they're gay, find out if they're single or something. You need to be asking these questions when you meet someone who you think is really good looking and you're kind of into. This is what I used to do. If I saw a girl that I really, really liked and thought was really cute, I would ask them questions like that straight away because I thought they were really cute. And if they said, oh yeah, I have a boyfriend, oh yeah, I'm married, then I'll be like, okay, well then I now know not to pursue that person, then I move on. But the thing is that so many people, that they become friends with them, but they also fall in love with them at the same time, and that's not the best road to go. If you think someone's cute, it's better to get to know them really quickly by, you know, asking them questions like, oh, do you have a boyfriend, and stuff like that, so you know where you're at, so you know what page you're on. And then if they say, yes, I have a boyfriend, or yes, I'm married, or no, I'm not gay, or something like that, then you now know not to focus your energy on this person. But if you're trying to be friends with them first and you're focusing all your energy on it and you're not really asking them all these questions that will let you know if they are gay or if they're, you know, into you or not, or could be into you, or they're just available to date, if you're not asking those questions and you're not trying to, you know, find that out, then you're going to focus all your attention onto them. You're going to be looking at their photos. You're going to be falling in love with them eventually. You need to get to what you want at the beginning as soon as you possibly can, so you can rule them out, or you can rule them as just a friend, and you can focus your romantic direction on someone else. Because if you're focusing on one girl that you really, really like, you're going to get emotionally attached to them. Okay, which is why it's better to find out the proper things you need to know straight away when you first meet them. So then things aren't drawn out for ages. You need to get to know them. And especially if you find out that they are available and single, or let's say you're a lesbian and you find out that they are gay or bi, then you can start, and they're also single as well, then you need to start, you know, facilitating, you know, trying to meet up with them outside of work, outside of school, and, you know, try and get on a date with them. That's what you need to try to be doing. You shouldn't be allowing these long drawn out things to carry on, because all that it's doing is it's making you more attached to them. And you don't even know at this point if they are even into you, if they would even consider dating you, which is why you need to find out these little bits of information straight away, like, do you have a boyfriend? I'm gay. Are you gay? You need to be asking these questions. And I know it can sound so putting yourself out there, but it's what you need to do in order to get to someone that you actually like and who you can actually have a relationship with. Taking the friendship route to someone's heart is never going to work, because they're only going to see you as a friend. And I see a lot as well that people just get hung up on people that are unavailable anyway, like they do have a boyfriend or is a lesbian and this person's straight, and they have these long drawn out feelings and they only focus on these people. You need to be focusing on people that are available to date. You shouldn't be focusing on people that are not interested in you, that are straight, they're not, you know, they're not the same sexual orientation as you, or whatever it is. You need to be focusing on people that are actually available. Otherwise, you're just going to get sad, upset, and these things are just going to get long drawn out, and you're just going to be depressed about it, and you're just going to be sad about it, and it's just going to, you know, I remember so much of my time being wasted on girls that were not interested in me, and or were unavailable to me in some way. And it wasted so many months, so many years of my life being hung up on girls that weren't right for me. And if I had only just stopped focusing my attention on them and trying to find girls that were available, my life would have been so much more easier. My dating life would have been so much easier. So I understand that it's hard, and it can get very addictive as well to be behaving in this way. So I understand, and I've been through it too, but you need to focus on women that are available to you. Anyway, this is a bit of a rant, but I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful to you in some way. Obviously, these videos are very generalized, so if you would like help with me personally, then the best way to do that is to go to www.christineloveridge.com/shop. Alternatively, you can use the email address provided in this video's description box. And I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye, guys.